French leftists unite with Greens to avoid 2022 repeat of the Macron-Le Pen presidential duel.
Here's a summary of the article.
A grassroots movement has sprung up on the French left that is looking to avoid another showdown between French President Emmanuel Macron and far-right leader Marine Le Pen, seen by many as the inevitable rematch in France's 2022 presidential election. Weary of the eternal divisions splitting the left and the likelihood of another Macron-Le Pen runoff in the second round of the 2022 presidential election, a group of young French activists has decided to shake things up with what they are calling a popular primary. They also have the backing of a number of well-known figures including former presidential candidate Noël Mamère of the Green Party, noted French climatologist Jean Jouzel and actress Juliette Binoche. The organizers of the primary believe that the same citizens who have mobilized for such causes in recent years might be able to form what they call a «Justice League», in the face of the «right-wing» and «neoliberal» blocs represented by Le Pen and Macron, respectively. There are normally 2 rounds in a French presidential election, with all eligible candidates facing off in the initial round. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo, likely presidential candidate for the Socialist Party, declared on May 2 that she was not in favor of a primary, while Mélenchon himself has claimed since the autumn of 2020 that he will remain his party's candidate. To create a primary between candidates who have such different agendas is not realistic. And even if we assume that there is a chosen candidate at the end of this primary, the outcome will be the same as in 2017. We will have losers who refuse to support the winner.
This post received a score of 3,300, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I thought that the Republicans were on the up and had achieved a lot of success in winning back support from the FN.
We'll have to see where the polling goes from here, but the most likely scenarios now are as follow. For potential second round of votings, Macron vs Le Pen if right isn't big enough in time and or Zemmour takes mostly votes from less Republicans, which seems the likely scenario from current polling. Macron vs Xavier Bertrand, if he is the Republicans' candidate, and Zemmour and Philippot dilute Le Pen's voting pool. Vote would be a toss-up for the second round, with a slight advantage for Macron. Macron vs headliner from the center-left coalition that this thread is about.
Wasn't Michel Barnier rumored to be running for the reps next year? Would the calculus change if he ran?
There are a bunch of potential candidates for the Republicans. Xavier Bertrand is the most well-received for the general election at this point from the polling I've seen. Michel Barnier isn't likely to get the nomination if there is a primary. Being a famous EU rep isn't something that grants visibility to the French public in general. And if there isn't a primary, they're doomed as there will be multiple candidates and they will split the vote.
Got it. Thank you for explaining. Mélenchon will never put his ego aside for the benefit of the left, or anyone else, so this proposal is a non-starter.
I don't have much love for Mélenchon, but I wouldn't blame him for refusing to put his name on the same list as Manuel Valls.
He wasn't though. Hamon was on the list.
The only one that may be in a position to create a real upset is Edouard Philippe, and he isn't on the left. Mélenchon is an idiot and the left has no hope getting into the second round. Unless you consider Macron to be, which most French don't.
Why is he an idiot?
He said, and I quote, "I'm the Republic," when the police under orders and with authorization from a judge proceeded to investigate his party's offices. And he insulted them along the way while trying to hit them. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot who thinks he's above the law.
Greater than he said, and I quote, "I'm the Republic," when the police under orders and with authorization from a judge proceeded to investigate his party's offices. It did give us this beautifully soothing video. Closing square bracket opening parenthesis.
I think it's a good idea for them. I'll probably keep my vote for Macron like in 2017, but seeing the French political landscape building itself back is definitely a good thing. Now let's just hope they'll have some actual good ideas instead of jumping in every current train like everyone did last elections.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.